What is up, Bucs Nation? It is December 11th, 2023. It is Victory Monday, and you're watching the Loose Cannons Podcast. I'm your boy, Sammer, hanging out with the sexiest Dominican I have ever known, Poppy fucking Latte, and the dumbest old white man who feeds his baby through his own breasts, my boy, Stanker. What's up, boys? It's Victory Monday. Guys, we're first place. It's Victory Monday. We're in first. It's first place Monday. I don't have my shades. Oh, actually, I do. I should put them on. Should I put them on?
I don't have mine at all.
All right, let's put on. All right, first place shades. All right. I'm a little bummed out, though, and I'm sorry that we're a little late here, folks. But my youth basketball team that I coach, the team that's been undefeated for 4 straight seasons, back-to-back champs, just lost their first ever game in the first round, or the semifinals, sorry, because we had a bye week. The semifinals of the playoffs. But, hey, shout out. Shout out to my kids. Come on, boys. Give them a clap. Come on.
3 straight undefeated seasons, and now they know what it's like to be Patrick Mahomes and get your shit pushed in by the Bucs in the Super Bowl. It is what it is, bro.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Game went long because I had a little issue with what the refs were doing tonight. Didn't like it. I thought my kids got the short end of the stick, so I went a little Bobby Knight for a little bit there.
Relax, Mahomes. Let's move on to the Bucs, okay?
But nobody was offside, so rest assured that we're safe on that end of things. Anyway.
What a clown show that was.
It was.
Yeah. Bucs are in first place. They go up to Atlanta. They get their revenge on the team that beat them here somehow because of Young Ho, who, by the way, was definitely on our side yesterday. I haven't gotten to talk to you guys about this game, so right off the bat, Stank, Latte, we'll go with you, Latte. How's it feel to be in first place, and how big was that game? Finally come in there, and they win a must-win.
It's an awkward place to be. Obviously, I'm very excited. Obviously, I'm happy. Obviously, I root for this team to win. But it was just like 3.5 quarters of fucking frustration. 3.5 quarters of what the fuck are we doing? And then it just kind of, I tweeted it, right? Baker sucked. He sucked yesterday, but he made some ridiculous fucking throws at the end that put us in position to win, and actually did throw the game-winning touchdown. But it was just frustrating, man. It was frustrating. So it's a weird place to be, right? Because, you know, if you finish on a high and it's like, hell yeah. But it was just fucking weird. Snake, do you know what I mean, Snake? Like,
I know exactly.
I'm happy we won. I want to win. Fuck a draft position. Clear on Twitter. I don't give 2 fucks about a draft position or tanking or none of that. But it just felt weird. It wasn't like we won. Fuck yeah. It was like, holy shit. We won.
When's the last time we had a resounding victory? Not just this season, but last season. Every game felt just like this.
Yes.
Even last year.
Down to the wire.
Where you're just like kind of winning despite all of your fuckery. Thanks. You know, my voodoo doesn't always work. We all know that, right? My lists don't always work. But there were no young hoes in that stadium yesterday, and I want to take personal responsibility for that. I'm the reason we won. Again, honestly, I feel like I've been carrying this team all season. And as my friend Josue Garcia in the chat said, "A W is a W." All right, and I'm gonna take it. We're in fucking first place. Boy. We're in fucking first place.
Hold on. Don't take what I said, and I'm not saying you stink, but everybody else out there too, and and twist it. I'm not upset. A win is a win. I will take a win. I was just merely explaining the roller coaster of emotions that I was on all Sunday, calling my brothers and like, where the fuck is Mike Evans and what are we doing? Why are we over target?
We won in spite of all the shit that we've been doing for like 12 weeks now. All the same shit that we've been talking about. They did it again, and they just kind of like, it felt like they fell into a win. Obviously, Baker had to make 2 massive throws. Chris Godwin had to finally find his hands. Almost didn't find him on that play. And Cade Otton had to be the greatest tight end this team has ever had. Are we all in agreement there? Cade Otton, best Buccaneer tight end ever, right? I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Bar none.
He's won 2 games, is he not?
Yes.
In his time here?
Should have been 3, honestly.
Should have been 3.
If Baker, I don't know, takes a little off the ball, maybe puts a little more on the ball. I don't know.
I mean, we won in spite of having only 9 players on defense on first and goal from the 3-yard line. Okay?
I mean, just like,
wait.
If that's not an indictment of how good of a coach you are, I don't know what is. Like, we're winning without players on the field.
What? We're 2 weeks in a row, right?
Take 2 weeks in a row. Off. Yeah, two weeks in a row. Yes.
Well, last week it was 10 on the field.
10 last year.
This week in Green Bay, 8 on the field.
8. Hey, hit that buzzer real quick, Stanker. LDBC's Most Wanted with a $4.99 super chat says, "Great poll questions, loose cannons. I've cussed out Bowles so much, but you can't fire him if he wins out and competes in the playoffs. $70 million in dead cap in 2024. Thoughts?"
Jason,
for those of you wondering what he's talking about, there is a poll question in the chat, and it is: if Bowles and the Bucs win out and compete or even win a playoff game, would you keep him? Yes, if they compete in a playoff game, or only if they win a playoff game, or no, he needs to go no matter what. And surprisingly, 43% of you motherfuckers think that he should stay if he competes in a playoff game and they win out. I'm surprised. I figured a lot of you guys would want to win the playoff game, but it would be awful hard to fire a coach if he goes out there, they win out, they get to a playoff game, and they just barely miss, a victory on that. It'd be pretty hard to fire a coach like that because he's going to have the locker room, right? So,
Sammer, I'm interested to see how you personally feel about that, because your favorite college football team, did everything right. I hate them. You haven't seen me talk one bit of shit, because if that was my football team, that was the Gators, and that happened, and we earned the right to play for a championship, and we're just, I don't know, penalized for injury or penalized for this, or like, it kind of feels the same way. If Bowles earns it, if Bowles somehow drags this team, to the playoffs, how can
if he wins out?
How can you fire him?
If he wins out, and they compete in a playoff game, I mean, I feel personally they'd have to win the playoff game to stay.
Yeah.
But I could see a scenario where if they compete and they just narrowly lose, and it's just like it's right there, they could be like, well, we were kind of cash strapped. We went into the bargain bin. We didn't really have everything we needed. And we did all of this in spite of having a high school offensive coordinator, not knowing that we're supposed to have 11 guys on the field most of the time. I mean, there's a lot of things going against us. And somehow we get to a playoff game, win out, and we compete. It'd be awful hard to fire a coach doing that, man.
Scott Valdez says they did it to Dungy. I think that was a little bit different.
That was
a Super Bowl ready team that was being held back by the offense. This is a team that we're paying for the Brady credit card. We're like super dead in the cap. We have a quarterback that I enjoy his style of play, but let's face it. I mean, he's on his last chance here. This wasn't the same situation that Tony had. And I love Tony, but it just wasn't the same situation.
Let's talk about
Tony
all the things that
refused to help the team.
Exactly.
All the losses outside of Brady we endured. We lost our center, who was essentially the heart and soul of our entire offensive line. We just kind of lost our defensive captain too. That guy just doesn't want to play football right now. Well, I don't, injured, whatever you want to call it. We've lost a leader on that side of the ball too. Somehow, obviously this division makes it a little bit easier because everybody in this division is terrible. But this is going to be our division next year too, guys, and the year after that, and the year after that, and none of these teams look like they're trending in the upward position. So why not? If Bowles shows improve
Trending in the upward what position?
direction.
You mean direction,
Did I
right?
say position?
What's
Bro.
is that how you guys do it?
I love
Is that how
Zach.
you do it? You're an upward position guy, huh?
He's an upward position guy. Yes, I love Zach. I
From
missed
the upward
I missed the voicemails, but Sammer's fucking Hitler, and he just canceled all phone calls and all voicemails.
Yes.
We can't hear from you guys. But Zach says we went out, beat the Eagles in the wild card, then go on to win the Super Bowl, then they fire Bowles.
That sounds more realistic.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what they do. That's what they do.
How do you sell that to the players? Hey guys, good job out there. Hell of a fucking year. Todd, get the fucking stepping.
Pack your shit.
I didn't like how you won the Super Bowl. Okay, Dave. Yeah, take Dave with you. That guy belongs on the side of like some high school varsity blues nonsense because he ain't calling plays for us again. I don't care how many Super Bowls he's won.
Sammer, and a couple people commented on what you said, right? And you put a tweet about it about the same subject, and I agree, man. You don't have to go very far, and just look at the video in the locker room. Like, Todd Bowles it is so far from the fact that he's lost that locker room. Like, we can criticize him, we can say we want change, we can say we want a fresh, offensive mind, all that shit, and part of that may be true. Honestly, and I love Todd personally. As we have a good relationship.
We all love Todd. You know that. That's never been a thing here. We love Todd off the field.
And the reason I say that, right, is because people know that we have relationships. So I'm not trying to make it like bias, but this is fact. Just look at that video. Todd has not lost that locker room at all. As a matter of fact, it looks like those guys are fucking fighting for him every hour.
They're fighting.
Everything they got, bro.
It doesn't feel like they're out there happy to play for him. It's like they're fighting to make sure he doesn't lose his job. I don't think I've ever seen that in a scenario where the fan base wants the guy gone. Schiano, nobody liked him. Dirk Cutter outstayed his welcome. Nobody wanted him there. Mike Smith, everyone could not wait for that idiot to leave. Like, all these scenarios, and you're like, man. But you watch this locker room, you watch those videos, you're like, these guys, not a single person has quit on this team, other than maybe Devin White. Okay, I'll say maybe Devin White has quit, but I think Devin White quit regardless.
That's crazy
because he doesn't want to be here. He wants to get paid.
Devin White's biggest fan is Todd Bowles.
Yeah.
So what the?
That's what's crazy.
What the fuck is going on there? Honestly, I don't think we'll know for a little while what the real deal inside fucking baseball is with that guy. But I think it's more than on the field with that kid.
Speaking of that, Greg DeCruz says, I think the quote-unquote benching of White may have galvanized the team. Sammer, you have interesting thoughts on that. What are your thoughts on that?
Listen, I have a theory. Okay, I don't know anybody. I know people, but I don't know this for a fact. But I have a theory.
Nobody fed Sammer.
Okay, I have a theory that the best way to take advantage of the situation where he is actually injured is, a guy like Jason Light saying, hey, Todd, I know you don't want to bench this guy. He's your dude, and we don't want to embarrass him probably. We don't want to make it look bad for him. We're trying to be nice guys here about it. Why don't we kind of just use the excuse of the injury and extend it a little bit and make it, draw itself out a little bit. Bench him, but don't bench him. Save face, and also not make it look as embarrassing for him. Don't make it a whole scenario because, listen, he is not unhealthy to the extent that he can't travel with the team to Atlanta, right? That usually means that either one, the player has requested, please, can I not travel with you because I hate you motherfuckers? Or two, team has said, hey, go ahead and stay back. Yeah, that seems like a mutual understanding, right? It's something to think about. He wasn't in Atlanta when he should have been in Atlanta. Jensen was in Atlanta,
was there.
Right. There's other guys that were injured that were still making the trip. So there's some stuff there, I think, between the lines that we're seeing. And I would not be shocked if Devin White does not suit up for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers ever again. At this point, it feels like it's time to give KJ Britt and Dennis and JJ Russell those reps. Because, hey, how about, I know it's at the bottom of our list. It says youth and vets came up big on defense, but let's talk about it now. Fuck it. JJ Russell didn't play, but KJ Britt had himself a fucking day. Did he not?
He absolutely did. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to my boy McFadden. He's a Falcons fan. He's been here before. Gave us some shit. Clowned us for our predictions in the first meeting. But he came in here, respectfully and said, "Good game." I get it. It was upsetting for him. It sucked. He lost half his goddamn offensive line and a lot of players on defense as well. And yeah, it was a tough, fucking ugly ass game. So, hey, salute to you, bro, for coming here and saying congrats to us. That's pretty dope.
Fuck your team though.
Yes. KJ Britt. What'd you guys think of KJ Britt?
Listen, we had a 4-hour conversation. I'm not exaggerating here, guys. The three of us, Sammer and I, questioning a certain player playing with or without heart. And Stank would not budge on the fact that he's like, you guys are fucking insane. That guy's out there playing with heart. I'm like, it's not. What I saw from him, and I saw heart, bro, and I saw effort. And both of those words are damning, and they're like curse words. You don't say that to a fucking professional athlete, because those are the ones you can control 100%, is your effort and playing with heart. You can control that. You can't control somebody else scheming you or being put in a bad position or all the other 10,000 things that go wrong. But you can control your fucking effort, and you can control with playing with or without heart. I saw KJ Britt playing with heart and hella effort and with his hair on fire. Had 9 goddamn tackles. And I'm convinced, others have said it, Scott Reynolds being one of them, that we probably don't win that game with 45 in there. We probably don't, because they probably run the ball right down their throats. Tackling was way cleaner. Shirt up, and they were just trying, just the fucking effort, bro. They were getting off blocks. He got off blocks. What the fuck?
He knows how to tackle in terms of his form better than Devin White has ever made a tackle. Devin White tries to tackle you at your shoulders. It makes no sense, especially for a guy who's shorter. You should be going right through the guy's middle, the midsection. That's how you're supposed to go. Wrap up, drive through. He's out there trying to tackle you through your shoulder pads. KJ Britt yesterday didn't care. Tackling.
Show me real quick. Show me a form tackle real quick. Get up.
Let me get a dummy.
Listen, let's not make this the Devin White podcast.
Come here. No, come here right now. Stand up.
Me?
No, he's got workers, bro.
Samir, dude, don't yell at Samir like that, dude. He makes us look good.
It's my boom mic guy.
For some reason, bro, and we know this, Stank, and some of the people out there that have watched all of our videos, our workout ones, Sammer's really like Uncle Rico. Talks a lot, but then he just goes up and he's like, I can't fit it.
Back it up.
My heart rate.
Hey,
rate. I can't fit it. I have my heart rate.
4 seasons undefeated. All right.
Yeah, no,
I've never seen a sprained fingernail before. Sammer had one time.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah.
A sprain? You guys never sprained your fingernails?
No. I'm gonna listen. You guys clearly have made your mind up about Devin. I don't believe that's who he is, and I don't believe he's done here this season. I think he's maybe right now he's getting the big fat Lenny treatment, possibly, and maybe this is the origin story of a newly refreshed, now that he's seeing his job being taken by somebody else. Who knows? Or you could be right and I could be wrong. I don't know. But let's move on. We did that yesterday. It wasn't pretty, like you said, but we're technically in fucking first place right now. Technically, the Saints are way behind us in third place. It's just a good Victory Tuesday, honestly.
I fucking love Cali, bro.
It's Victory Monday. It's Monday.
It's Victory Tuesday. What the fuck are you talking about?
Wait, say Monday?
And then Cali, before that, it's like Stank is autistic.
Stank is autistic.
Hey,
Bucs by 30 nails it, by the way. Says
smartest people on planet Earth.
Bucs by 30 says Sammer has people to work out for him. He doesn't break a sweat. # God King. Hey,
This is true.
It's true. Okay.
It's true.
I don't want to flex. All right. I can't remember the last time I had sweat on my body. Unnecessary. Also, you're gonna have to have pores to sweat, I believe.
Sam, are you growing your Green Bay beard right now? Are you gonna?
Yeah, I'm making sure that when I get cleaned up real nice and clean, it's right before.
I don't think you should.
Right before we leave.
I think you need to go to Green Bay looking like
from now until then, I'll look like I'm running for ISIS, man. I'm not gonna do that. So Rashad White,
hold on,
and the run game are clicking is the next topic. What?
I did want to address this because people were talking about it in the chat. And now something else has been brought in the chat. And before we run it, because I don't see it on the subject list. At first, I thought it was a bad angle. And then when I rewatched it, I was like, no. JTS's effort on that tackle that went for a fucking touchdown. Dude.
Not good.
Dude. And then somebody else said, give Neil some love. Josue says, give Neil. Neil has been playing better. They've been playing him more in the box, like where he should.
Keanu?
Yeah, Keanu Neal, according to Stan.
Keanu Neal.
Jesus, man. All right, listen. Rashad White came out, said the run game is clicking. We ran it 37 times yesterday. I'm not sure if Tony Dungy got a hold of the playbook or what happened, but Rashad White and the run, like he said it, and I'm agreeing that they are running the ball better. Mock and Stinney, they're getting to the second level. They're creating holes or pulling guys. It's starting to look a little bit better. I don't like how many times they ran it, but man, like the positive from yesterday, as ugly as it was from a play calling standpoint, we can all agree Rashad White is a fucking weapon that consistently, like I just tweeted before the game or before this show, makes chicken salad out of chicken shit almost every fucking time he touches the ball, which is impressive as hell because this is the NFL. It's not college, but dude needs to get the ball way more.
Yeah. Agreed. I He needs to get the ball in the right moments, the right time when the defense doesn't know he's getting the ball. And, that's my biggest bone to pick with this team right now. It's old dime piece Dave. And Dave.
We'll get there. We can keep it.
All right. I don't want to get ahead of myself. But
let's talk positive. Rashad White.
Rashad White was incredible, dude. He was incredible. He's running more decisive. We talked about that early on in the year where he was being a little too patient. And it's like, nah, man, you got to find a crease and fucking go. He's running, with more intention, running behind his pads. He's still super slippery for being such a big man, dude. Like that screen, he absolutely, the running backs,
no one touched him.
The running backs blew the game wide open, right? Like it was his play, and it was like, holy shit, offense. And then Bijan did his thing. But what a performance, playing across the 7th overall pick, who's, God's gift to earth and Bijan. Rashad didn't look that bad, bro. He held his own compared to that guy. So I, for one, I'm very excited about it. And then somebody, LDBC, again, with a $1.99 super chat, says, and we love this, right? This is what we love, Jason.
Wait. Whoa. Go ahead.
2022 draft class, fire. Gadecki looks fucking incredible at right tackle. Jesus. White, Otten, we already know what we got in White, or what we've seen so far. Amazing. Otten,
Getting there.
And then Camarda and Zion. Bro, we wanted, and I don't know why, Stank, all of us, we're all guilty of it. We're all fanatics, right? Zion, those first couple years was like, get this fucking guy out the field, man. Takes bad angles. He can't he is horrible. We said the same thing about Carlson. We said the same thing about Dean, and then it took time to develop. Zion is playing out of his fucking mind.
He's still inconsistent. I'm not ready to crown this kid yet.
But Stank, he took a a massive step yesterday in the right direction.
He's had some decent games this year.
Yeah, but we haven't seen him do that almost snap by snap to where he was playing against a very good receiver and consistently was on his hip, made the play, could turn his head around, knew where the ball was. He got totally hosed on that defensive pass interference that even let the Falcons back in the game.
One of the worst calls I've ever seen. That you can cry about, Patrick Mahomes. Cry about.
Played his ass off yesterday, and you're like, okay, you know what? I could see us getting rid of one of these other guys that we're paying and letting Zion. Like, I was on the get Zion the hell out of here. He has not figured it out. He's making tackles, playing well, like seeing what's going on, staying ahead of his, ahead of his pads and keeping the guy in front of him. He was doing everything he's supposed to do, and you're like, man, he's kind of playing better than Jamel Dean. And then Carlton started off pretty bad yesterday, and then bounced back, checked himself back into the game mentally, and was just a force at that point. That pick should have been a pick 6, by the way.
It should have been.
Didn't have possession when they touched him, but whatever. But he was on it after that. And so now you have 2 lockdown corners playing the way they were yesterday, and you're like, damn, dude, that defense was one of the bright spots yesterday. It's just the offense kind of left them out to dry. We can agree on that.
Yeah, we can't agree on that. And then the next, Rashad White, we're done there. We can put that to bed. We're going to go to Dave Canales.
That's where we're going here. Defense played their asses off, and Dave Canales had a 2-point lead. Latte, floor is yours.
I don't have much to say. I am not a film expert. I am not a football expert.
You don't watch all 22 for a living?
No, I don't. I just kind of watch the games and
you didn't go to college to watch all 22?
No.
What?
No.
You didn't play Division II football?
No, I didn't play baseball either. No. None of that stuff.
You're not a professional YouTube scout?
I'm not any of those things, and I don't claim to. I'm just a fan, just observing what I'm observing.
Me too.
Which is shit. And like, I don't have to be an expert to know that I'm looking at shit. Like Baker played like shit. Some of the play calls, a lot of them were shit. We went into a 4-minute offense as soon as we took a 2-point lead in the 3rd fucking quarter.
But the concept, but Latte,
the
concept.
And then literally Sammer's like, what are they gonna do? They're gonna run, pass, punt, run, pass, and that's exactly what they fucking did.
But did you see how wide open?
Dave Canales.
Did you see how wide open those receivers were on those runs? The concepts are there.
You know what's great though, because I started this out by saying, you know what's great. You know what's great. Like what makes my fucking soul just sing last night and this morning is that the Messiah, the Jesucristo of all these all 22 nerds, John Ledger was
finally
on one yesterday. He was like,
finally, just
the entire 4 hours. He's like, I don't know, Dave. I got nothing, bro. This is horrible. Dave, what the hell was that fourth and 2 call? Dave, why are you running the ball so well? Dave, we're running the ball with 35 seconds. John Ledger was losing his mind.
We took a 2-point lead, I believe, in the second quarter. And Dave Canales looked down his play sheet and flipped it, probably like page 4 at this point, and
Close
said,
game out.
"Oh, up by 20. Here we go. Run. Oh, I thought you guys thought I was going to pass? I'm running on that third down. Don't worry about it. And then we're going back to run, pass, punt. Listen, my biggest problem with I love the win. I'm glad we won. Like you said, Latte, earlier, I always want the wins. But man, watching us call plays like we're in high school is just like I'm done with it. I can't do it anymore. Like most teams have a play, and then when the defense answers that play, you as an offensive coordinator now have a counter to their counter in their answer, right? And then when that has their answer on top of that, you have another layer to it. We have one layer. And once the other team knows that play, which if you watch the Carolina Panthers game, you watch yesterday's game, the defense knows what we're calling. Almost every time they're calling. That's why they're always in position. We have no answer for any of the answers the defenses have for us. We've just kind of lucked our way into a screen pass that nobody touched. Every now and then we out-talent the other team. But man, yesterday's 2-minute, 25-point lead offense that we ran out from the second quarter on, that right there is like this team was playing to lose that game. And we almost lost it. Because Dave Canales called the worst game of his entire career.
I literally tweeted at the 5 minutes in the third quarter, I was like, if you keep playing like this, you're going to find what you're looking for. If you keep playing not to lose, it was fucking soft-ass ridiculous.
We did lose that game. And then Baker woke up and won it back for us.
And
but don't forget, we lost that game.
We did.
And the Baker came back and won it for us at the end. But everything that could have gone wrong for us to give the game away, they just ran out of time. They just ran out of time. But other than that, like you said, conservatism, playing scared, coaching scared, trying to play clock management, trying to play
happy with it. They were happy with it.
Trying to be in third, manageable all the time, taking what the defense gives you all the time, never dictating what the defense, never having the defense react to you. You're always reacting to what the defense is doing. Not a whole lot of audibling going on up front either. I don't know if you guys are aware of that, but
they're not interested. If they check into a run-stopping defense,
right?
Canales and I don't know what they're telling Baker, but they're like, hey, no, we're going to run the ball. We don't care what they're going to do. Like, we consistently, this is what Ledyard was talking about, Latte, when you were mentioning it just a second ago. We were, like, hell-bent on running the ball against a team that's actually really good at stopping the run.
Yeah.
We just kind of got lucky, and they got some injuries, and we ran it 37 fucking times.
Listen, in the defense, right? Like the offensive line started playing much better in the fourth quarter. We started run blocking it better. They started pulling Gadecki and stuff, and they ran it better. But it was still,
they were doing it in the second quarter.
Still no excuse. Look, a real Bucs talk. Ples, shout out to Ples. What's up, Dr. Ples? Gonna see you in fucking Green Bay, baby. Let's go. He says, watching the all-22, it wasn't pretty on offense. Baker didn't have much places to go in the first half. Second half was more on Baker in terms of bad, but the play sequence was not good. But yeah, Baker was not, and we said as much, right? Baker was not good. He didn't do him any favors. But this play calling was just. Like, bro, the announcer said it. Like, everyone on this podcast knows I'm a huge Mike Evans guy. We all are, right? Every Bucs fan is. But fucking, like, it is criminal that you have one target to Mike Evans in the first half. It is. I don't care. They're double him. I don't care. They double Cup. They double A.J. Brown. Every number one receiver gets fucking doubled. I don't care. Find a way to get him the ball, bro.
The most elementary ways to do it is you put your two best guys on one side of the field, Latte. They can't double both of them. And if they do, they're cheating somehow, and it's up to you to figure it out. That's like A.J. Green. Everyone knows the ball's going to him. Sorry. Everyone fucking knows it.
No.
Everyone knew that London was getting the ball yesterday. He had 11 fucking targets. And Mike Evans had two the entire game. One catch.
You know what's great, and we'll let Stank come in because he's been kind of quiet tonight. I don't know why. But listen, Susan says it, forced at the Godwin. Stank had the best comment this morning that we had our morning cup of Joe. The three of us were talking. He's like, it was the perfect opportunity to zig when everybody else is zagging. It's like, oh, Godwin's complaining. They're definitely going to throw Godwin the ball. And it's like, yeah, we got to get him more involved. And
we did it.
What they could have done was did what they did in Mike. Throw it to Godwin once and be like, fuck it. We're going to triple down. Watch this.
Yep.
And Godwin didn't play well, though. His hands were off. He wasn't breaking.
Passes.
Yeah, his breaks aren't clean like they're what we're used to seeing from him. He's not running crisp, clean routes. You could tell he's injured, right? I understand wanting to give him the ball, make it feel better, all that. But, to real Bucs talk point, he says Falcons did a great job of being in position. They played it well. Because that's what I said earlier, Pless. They know what's coming. We don't have a wrinkle or a response to their response to our offense. That's on the offensive coordinator, man. If you can't figure out a way to use the massive-bodied receiver for a quick slant on 4th and 2, or use a rub route to get him open, or figure out a way to put him behind the line of scrimmage in a bunch formation where they can now bracket him and they can't touch him at the line of scrimmage and he gets a clean release, like this is elementary type shit. And to the point about Baker not playing well, I get Baker didn't play well, and I'm not going to make any excuses for that because I think he played like shit. But it is awful hard to play quarterback when you're asked to throw on 3rd and 8 only, and there's no rhythm to you getting the ball out of your hands. There's no rhythm to the play calling. There's nothing. It's like, hey, run, 3rd and 8, pull something out of your ass. Run, 3rd and 8, pull something out of your ass. Oh, by the way, we're not going to run anything that's going to get anybody actually open, so, figure it out. Like, I get that Baker sucked, but man, it's fucking harder on him when you make it that difficult. Why do we do that? Go watch the Bengals. They have a backup quarterback, and the guy is fucking lighting teams on fire.
Zach Martin is calling a fucking master.
It's a fucking chess game. Okay,
I know. We're playing.
Hold on. Shut the fuck up for a second.
You're playing sorry.
Shut your fucking stupid hairy face. Okay, it's pretty simple. They knew it. They could see it, right? They got a guy in the booth. They know what the Falcons are trying to do pretty early on. They know they're going to bracket Mike and try to take Mike away. It's still a numbers game, right? If Mike is being double covered all game long, then there is one-on-ones in other places. You have to understand, if they do this, I'm going to do that. If they do this, I'm going to do that. We just do what we fucking do and allow them to dictate to us over and over and over again. Canales has no answers, bro. Seriously. And if he's talking about how, he had to dumb the playbook down and simplify it, we're too many mistakes, and they're just going with this small.
How simple can it be?
I don't know. It's so simple that every defense seems to know what we're doing before we do it. It's a rarity that you see first read guys with any real separation. We're never really gaming the defenses. We're just out physicaling guys, or Mike is just beating guys because he's better, or Chris is just beating guys because he's better. It's never about what the play is designed to do versus what happens. Okay, yeah, after 3 to 4 to 5 seconds, you got guys free running on the backside of the play. When the quarterback is staring in one direction, the safety already commits, and you can say, look how wide open Godwin was on that play. Look how wide open fucking Palmer was on that play.
He's already moved on.
He's already moved on, okay? The linebackers have already made their decision. The safeties have already made their decision. And, yes, Baker is not a savant. He's a 1, maybe 2 read quarterback, and defenses know that as well. So there is a little bit of a –
he's short, so he gets a little –
He's short, all those things. But you can see he's not comfortable in the pocket. After his first read is gone and maybe he makes a second read, he is fucking back there. It's fucking scramble drill, looking for the rush. Like, he's not standing tall in the pocket and delivering either. And he's been wildly inaccurate yesterday. Ugly balls behind him, over him. It's hard to overthrow Mike Evans. He does it a lot. So
he's not on time. He's not on time. Yeah. He's not. Quarterback is a very timing type thing. 1, 2, 3, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. It's all about your feet. Walsh, that was his whole thing with Steve Young and Joe Montana. If we get your feet right and time it up with the receivers, everything flows smoothly. There's no timing of that. And you know what? He is a 1-read and maybe a 2-read quarterback thing. So you know what? Why aren't you calling plays that are designed to take a decision-making out of his hands at times? Make it easier for him half the time. A quick slant, there's almost no read there. It's a pre-snap read. Are they playing it the right way? If they're not, boom, we're going to throw it. If not, we got to check off of that. Like, there's nothing like that in the playbook. We have nothing that answers what they're already countering our play with. And that's high school shit. And in week fucking 14, inexcusable. I don't care if you have 1 good player or 12. If you can't figure out how to get them the ball, you're wasting everyone's fucking time.
You said it. Latte. Browning is fucking dealing right now in Cincinnati. Like,
Zach Taylor smart.
It's insane. But where the fuck was it at? Real Bucs says the main issues outside of Mike and Chris is that others don't really get open on their routes consistently. So it is a problem.
Yeah, and if Mike's being constantly double teamed, or they're bracketing, our 1 and 2 receivers, and our 3rd and 4th options aren't getting open quickly, that's a problem.
But Sam, we talked about it this morning, excuse me. And you answered the question, but I'd like to ask it on the show. But where's all the stuff getting Baker in space like you saw the first 4 weeks?
Mm-mm.
Where are the bootlegs? Where are the rollouts? Like, I know he has a hurt ankle, but even before the ankle in Indianapolis, I wasn't seeing those things. We haven't seen that since the bye week. Like, what happened to the bootlegs?
Defenses found an answer for that, right? They started playing the guys on the backside, and they were waiting for Baker. Baker would, pull it and start bootlegging, and all of a sudden there's a guy in his face, he's going to die. And once Canales saw that the defense had an answer, he removed the play. He didn't have an answer to their answer. Anybody else, like McCarthy, McVay, Sean Payton, all these guys that know what they're doing, they're like, fuck yeah, I got them to do what I want them to do.
This? Now I'm going to
Now I got something behind him. Hell yeah. Tight end, leak out. Go, motherfucker. You're going to be open every time because they're crashing on me on the back end, on the backside. That's what I'm talking about. That's the layering and understanding of what you're trying to do. So we talked about this morning, Latte. You said, watch the Eagles play. Watch the Cowboys play. You can see the intention and what they are trying to do every week. They're obviously attacking this. They're doing XYZ. They're trying to establish that. You watch our games, we are doing the exact same thing every single week. It does not matter what they are doing. And you know what? When you watch it, you're like, what the fuck are we trying to establish right here? Because we are not good at anything we're doing right now.
It helps to have a line like that both those teams have. The offensive line play. It does help. Let me ask you a question. Is this Baker's ceiling, what we're seeing right now? Is this the best he can be?
I really don't think so. I don't think so. Because he's not playing to who he is, which is being a gunslinger, maybe making some mistakes. But I see him more tentative. I see him more held back until his back is against the wall and he has to win a game. Like we saw against the Bills. We saw against the Saints the first time. We see it now.
Fucking Houston. We won that.
Yeah. Until that moment, it's like Baker's kind of being held back and he's holding himself back. And you know what? Maybe they're doing that because they don't want to make mistakes. But man, I'd rather see a guy put it all out there and maybe make a mistake.
No, we saw that for 5 years.
Jameis took it to a different level, bro. That's different. That's like, fuck it. Don't matter what happens. Right? That's different. I think you can get guys to play in control.
At least he targeted Mike. He's like, fuck it. He's down there somewhere. And it worked more than it did.
Josh Allen's a really good example, right? Guy was making mistakes. He was in his own head because they were trying to hold him back earlier in the year. Now they're letting him play his game. And he's going to make some mistakes. But you know what? You kind of take the risk of getting the good will outweigh the bad in this case. I don't know if that's the same with Baker, but it feels to me like we're just not letting him play. And he's frustrated. You saw that frustration, Latte, when he wanted to go for fourth down, and Todd didn't.
I saw frustration. Listen, minusculely, I agree with you. I don't think he could be much better. I don't think this is it, though. That's all I'm saying. Oh, fair. But I don't think he could be much better. I don't think Baker's the type of guy that's going to carry a team. I don't think Baker's, can he be special?
He's not a Hall of Famer. Yeah. He's not a Hall of Famer, Brent. No.
He's not a Hall of Famer. Obviously, what the fuck are we really even answering that? I think he's close to capping out. Is what I'm saying. It's got to be working around him, and it's why I was so bullish, and a lot of people that kind of knew what the fuck they were talking about on like Stank with Trask. It's why other people were bullish on him as well. Is that on paper coming into the season, it was like, fuck, we got Mike Evans, we got Chris Godwin, we got Rashad White coming off, he just needs more work, and we got a good line, and we got this fucking defense, and it's like, Baker, just don't fuck it up. Baker, just don't fuck it up. Like, it just made sense. Clearly, the play calling has,
we would already won this division if Trask was in there. Just so you know.
Left a lot to be desired.
You guys see that dude? That dude that tweeted at me, something that had nothing to do with it. He said, the biggest mistake this team has ever made in its history is not playing Trask. We could have at least been trading him for picks at this point.
I love it. Smart guy. Whoever that is, I like
what?
It. Hey, whoever you are, hit me on Twitter. I have something.
And real Bucs talk is right. Bucs talk is right.
I agree with you, Pless. I saw that yesterday as clear as day. I mean, he missed a lot of fucking passes. He missed Mike Evans on one that he forced the guy.
Yeah. You're a Baker bro. Don't talk about him like that.
No, I'm not.
You are a Baker bro.
So fucking stupid. I don't know. I don't even know who made that. I think you made that up, dumb in that.
No, actually, the people from Oklahoma. That's a Baker bro thing.
Way before us.
That's from college. But listen, there's a play where he was running. He ended up throwing to Mike Evans, and Mike Evans puts his hand down. And ends up not being a touchdown. He's out of bounds. Yeah. He had Rashad White right next to him, clapping. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Like, you just throw it, motherfucker. Just pitch it to him. He's got to run over that DB and get a first down. We got 4 more downs, right? That to me, like, Baker's got to make that. A play where he short arms it to Mike across the middle.
Oh, fuck, I'm sorry, Sammer. Zach just reminded me, goes, we could trade Trask for a washing machine. He just reminded me that somebody actually tweeted you and said, we should trade this guy for picks. Like somebody's going to give us something for him.
That's what he just said.
The second anyone says, I will offer you, I'm like, deal. Whatever you say, deal. Yes. Don't even finish that sentence, deal. I'll give you Devin White, too. I'll throw Devin White for free. Take him. Anyway.
Devin.
Anyway, we kind of touched on the last one, which is the youth and the vets came up big on defense. We touched on KJ Britt. We touched on who else did we talk about?
I got one. I'm
CJ McCollum.
Latte, you gonna hit what we talked about earlier?
Yeah. I'm gonna steal your take and
take it, but don't. I don't want to listen. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you do it.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You want to start a fire?
I don't want to start a fire. I don't want to start a fire
either.
Yeah,
but that's what we do, man. That's what we do.
All right, you start it.
Hey, no, you can't do this. I got marshmallows out. Let's go. Light it up.
Antoine Winfield may be the best safety in Buccaneers history.
Hell yeah, he is.
I don't care. Look at the numbers. It's insane. I know that 47 is a Hall of Famer. I know this.
Antoine's better. Not better than Antoine.
Antoine is just
Antoine's better.
different.
He is.
Holy shit. And I saw 47. I'm not, bro. He's just different.
He's way smarter.
He's better. He's just better. I'm sorry.
He owns the Falcons.
Antoine Winfield Jr. is better than John Lynch.
Hey, you know what's crazy to say? For a guy like John Lynch who went to Stanford, Antoine has better football IQ than John Lynch. I'm sorry.
Agree.
And it's a shitty thing to say, and it's not like even a knock, really. It's just that John Lynch's IQ here.
A fucking father that plays the same position, bro.
Yeah, he's breaking down film in 7th grade, folks. NFL film, okay, with his pops. So he came in the league ready to go. He's such a pro. A guy that Real Bucs Talk touched on, I want to talk about, is Watts. Watts played his ass off yesterday, too. He should have had 2 sacks, but he didn't. Go ahead, Latte.
I was saying, did you see Real Bucs Talk comment that he just put in there? Yowzers.
Winfield Jr. is night and day better than John Lynch. Yeah, I've been saying it, folks. I've been saying John Lynch is a little overrated. No one's listening to me. People just have him, they got the nostalgia and all that at 47. He was just in the right place at the right time a lot of times, and he cracked some people real, real loud a few times. But come on, if we're being real, better hands, Antoine. Better instincts, Antoine. Better tackler in space, Antoine. Better IQ, Antoine. Better speed, Antoine. Better coverage skills, Antoine.
Yeah.
I mean, anticipation of what's happening, Antoine. Leader, Antoine.
Hey,
I don't know leader.
Antoine plays on a far worse defense.
Lynch didn't talk a lot.
Far worse defense.
Hey, Greg DeCruz says different era, can't compare him.
Yeah.
I would argue it's harder to play it now, Greg. I mean, the rules are skewed.
Can't touch him.
Can't touch them.
You can't touch them. It's skewed against you, and it's an offensive league, bro. You got guys that are doing stupid shit. Where back then it was like what Marino was doing was like, God dang, Marino's different. But it was pound the rock, man. It was different.
So this is how you compare it when you have this 2-era nonsense that people like to say. If I were to take John Lynch and plop him in this era of football, how would John Lynch play? Because he can't hit people, guys. He'd be kicked out of the league, or he would be terrible.
He takes offense. He takes offense to that. He said it was.
I don't give a fuck what he takes offense to. All right, he could come tackle me. All right. Hey, now we take Antoine Winfield and drop him back in 1997. You think Antoine Winfield plays his ass off and does a fucking? You don't think he makes a Pro Bowl in the 1997 era?
He's Ed Reed. Holy shit.
Yeah, he's very, very similar. That's a good comparison.
I just said that.
That's a good comparison, I'd say.
He reminds me a lot of the safety, the all-pro safety that they had in Seattle during the Legion of Boom as well.
Chandler? It's massive, dude. Oh, no, you're talking about the Texas one. The one that flicked him off with the cart.
Yeah.
He was really good.
He plays similar to him.
He's from Texas. He's really good.
Is it Cam Chancellor or is it the other dude? What's his name?
Cam Chancellor's the other. Come on, guys. You know safety.
You know what I'm talking about.
He's good. Seattle when he got hurt and got carted off.
Yeah. Anyway, you could take Antoine and drop him in that era. You could never take Lynch and drop him in this era because if he can't hit people like that, he's almost useless out there. He's not a good cover guy. He's not going to be able to cover the athletic tight ends that you got nowadays. He was covering guys like what's his name? The dude who played for the Chiefs forever, and Shannon Sharp, big tight ends.
Earl Thomas.
Yeah. Earl Thomas.
So, and Troy Polamalu, because Polamalu
got a little Troy in there too. I was about to say Troy. I didn't even see it in the chat. So I think that makes Antoine the better safety. I'm sorry, John Lynch. You're a 49er to me now, bro. I'm sorry. Especially if you get a Super Bowl this year.
What a team he's built. Goddamn.
God, dude.
Hey, John Lynch, better GM than Antoine Winfield.
Better GM.
Better GM.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Is he better GM than who's the dude that ended up going to the Falcons?
Don't you make me choose, motherfucker.
Talking about Rich McKay?
Rich McKay. Better GM. John Lynch or the guy who drafted John Lynch?
I'm going to say this right now. Fuck Rich McKay. Fuck Rich McKay and what you've done to the NFL. You and your fucking player safety board of fucking pussification of the NFL. You started that, motherfucker. And
I hate it.
Yeah, it all started when you guys started taking the physical play out of the league.
I hate it. I agree with
Did you
Tom.
guys?
I agree with Tom. Although Tom sucked last year, and he did.
Yep.
He sucked. Fuck you, Tom. But I agree with Tom. It's a watered down game. Like, I'm old enough to remember, which is crazy. Football was better. It was a better product, man. Better product.
Hey.
Not
Quick question. How good
not
would
your
Antoine
father's
be?
football team or football game.
How good would Antoine be if he played with? I guess he does kind of play with the Derek Brooks, right? But how good would it be if he had Warren Sapp. and a Simeon Rice rushing the passer for him, and he could just really take chances back there, right? And jump routes, and only have to guard guys for 2-3 seconds, right?
Sammer,
imagine
put
how
Rondé
good he'd be.
Barber on the same field the fucking Winfield.
He is Rondé. He's Rondé in a safety spot.
It would be the Spider-Man meme. You'd be like, what?
Dude. Listen. I'm not trying to be rude, okay, here. But when they posted a picture of Antoine a couple of days ago on the Bucs Twitter page, at quick glance, I thought it was Rondé Barber, dude. And it's like, and it looked like some Rondé appreciation
I know what
post.
picture you're talking about. It did.
I looked at it. I was like,
shit.
oh, that's fucking Antoine. Oh, and I'm like, those fuckers. They both gave me goosebumps the exact same way. I'm waiting for that Rondé Barber Antoine moment, if that makes sense. But it's like weekly we tweet about this guy.
Enough of shitting on
He's
our
a
own
star.
guy. Luke, you're right. Let's put Lynch and Winfield on the same team. You know what? That would be a fucking awesome combination.
Would be nice.
Two.
That would be nice.
Sorry, Don.
Don. Is or LZ says the hits were better. The hits were better, which made it a better product. It wasn't just the hits. The hits were amazing. I mean, everybody, like, that was like, oh, fuck, that's what made you fucking play for the price of admission.
Hey,
but, like Tom said, strategically, man, you just knew. You knew against us. Speaking of Lynch, right? You knew against the Ravens. With fucking 52.
Steelers.
God damn it.
Yeah,
Steelers.
Ray Lewis.
You knew, like, it changed the strategy. Like, there was more chess involved, where now it's just like, oh, he sniffed on the receiver, pass interference.
Oh yeah, you know how to get rid of these diva receivers? Let these defenders hit them. That's what you.
Oh,
once.
Right?
Just
They're
once.
walking around. They know they're untouchable. They're making big money. They're out there defining this modern era of football. You want to change that? You want to level the playing field? Let them hit again, and watch and see how it balances out again. They should do it, but they know they won't.
You know what I miss more about that era of football, boys? You guys are missing on this. The aesthetics of the shoulder pads.
They don't even need them anymore.
The pads. They were so much better.
They don't need them anymore.
You saw those running backs that looked like giant refrigerators just rumbling down. It was all pads.
Awesome.
Every running back looked like Vita Vea. I mean, back in the day, the bus looked like a defensive tackle.
Put Lorenzo Neal
Shoulder pads.
Put Lorenzo Neal and Mike Allstott pads picture like next to, like they look like they played a sport.
How good would Rashad be running behind Lorenzo Neal?
Oh my
God! Holy
you and your
shit.
spring fingernail can run behind Lorenzo Neal.
Oh, I get at least average like 5-6 yards of carry.
3 comments in a row. The neck rolls. The fucking neck.
Yeah.
Roll, I remember that shit.
Somebody said earlier, by the way, that
you want to get rid of
John Lynch is no Savvy Piscatelli.
You want to get rid of the tush push? Let them motherfuckers hit. Let them hit. Let them hit.
Hey, Snake, let me ask you a question. Since we've seen a couple times now that running backs have been fined.
That's the dumbest thing ever.
for blocking. Can I ask you a question? Seriously, both of you, and people in the chat. How much money would Allstott lose playing running back today, bro?
What I say?
How many times did he get fined, bro? Like,
I tweeted that out recently that Allstott should get retroactively fined for his highlight reel just because of damage he put on players. I don't know.
Hey, he ultimately had to retire because of those hits that he laid on other people, affecting his neck.
Yeah.
That run against the Browns that John Gruden describes in the fucking America's game, whatever. That's just, dude. He breaks like 9 tackles on that run.
Dude, he single-handedly beat the undefeated Vikings that year that they first had Randy Moss. And they came to Tampa undefeated, riding the high horse.
Was that the game?
And Tony Dungy and the folks were like, we got embarrassed week 1. Everyone found out who Randy Moss was because we had no idea who the fuck he was. He beat the shit out of us. And then Mike Allstott and work done proceeded to win that game. It was the only time we didn't stop anybody except for one drive. That was such an amazing game. It was Mike Allstott running over the Vikings over and over again.
That fucking era, though, boys, like, it was just like a pride thing. Like you knew, man, there was identity, there was fucking attitude, there was physicality to a fucking physical sport. Where now you get to the goal line, I don't know. Are they gonna do some sort of pirouette, fucking play action weird thing? Like it was attitude, man. You enforced your fucking will on people, bro. You broke
Patrick
their hearts.
Mahomes would have cried. Patrick Mahomes would have cried if he got tackled just once by Ray. Not even tackled. Ray Lewis just ran after him and pushed him after the play. Patrick Mahomes would be broken. He'd be dead. He might be dead.
It's not what they want. They want points.
The way they used to look at left tackles used to protect the quarterback and not get blindsided, bro. The boys used to get hit. Like no joke, get hit.
Wouldn't it be nice to see one of them old school rock and sock'em games? Hey, we're traveling to Lambeau Field, boys, and I'm just in a couple of hours from now. Okay, a couple sun ups and sun downs. Okay,
you're leaving tomorrow. You're leaving tonight.
Mentally, I'm already there. All right, mentally, I'm already in Wisconsin. Stuffing my face with cheese. I'm gonna break my own rules. Tomorrow the list comes out. Clearly cheese is gonna be on there, but you know what? I'm gonna fucking eat cheese because I'm going to Wisconsin, boys. I ate some cheese on cheese, big old buttery varicose vein women feeding me beer and cheese. I can't wait.
Yeah, what's the women's situation in Wisconsin? Anybody out there know what's going on? Is it like a San Antonio scenario where everyone's just fat and ugly?
A lot of cheese, a lot of cold. You got to stay bundled up. Yeah. I'm not anticipating much. I'm going in with low expectations.
We're not seeing many cheeks, is what you're saying, yeah?
Yeah, no. It ain't Florida, boys. We're far.
We're gonna get those. We're gonna get those.
Never, you might see some pogs out there though. That's your type. You like them?
I don't know. I think but those are the misshapen pogs. They're the ones that are double pogs, where they're pogging on both sides, right? That's not what. That's a double pog. I'm not interested in those. That is not my cup of latte.
I didn't say that, Jonas. Holy shit, I did not say that. I mean, they got to produce the cheese, right? They need milk for the cheese.
No, yeah. Wait, what? There's lots of cows.
What did he say?
There's lots of cows in Wisconsin.
He said lots of cows.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that's what you were saying, Latte. That they are the ones getting milked for the cheese.
Hey, plus make sure you. He said thick. Plus, make sure you text me, bro, so we can link up.
Yeah. I hope the temperatures hold in the 30s to 40s. No, I hope it's like 1 below. If I'm going, I want it to be.
Fuck you, bitch.
Exactly. No, I want it to be picturesque. I want to hear that motherfucking Jesus guy talking about us while we're walking on the frozen. I want it to be frozen.
I agree, bro.
Everyone in the chat, real quick, that's going. I see Jonah's in there. Bucs by 30. Plus, everyone. Stank and I went to Columbia. We got waterproof pants. Sammers thinks that he sees an impression. He's like, I'm fine. I'm going with jeans. I was like, bro, the minute you sit. I'm
on
good
a
underneath the wet jeans. Bench. You're going to freeze your asshole.
I hope your asshole freezes shut, bro.
Thank you.
You guys think I've been in 35, 40 degree weather. I know about wet. I've been snowboarding and ski. Like, I get all that. Dude, I'm just saying, I'm going to a game that I am not going to sit down at.
It doesn't so if my ass gets wet in the deserts of Agrabah, bro.
I didn't talk about that. I said I've been in snow. And yes, you can sandboard, by the way. Sandboarding, 10 times better than snowboarding. I'll tell you guys right now.
Latte, on the other hand, tropical guy, island boy.
I'm worried about Latte. I am definitely worried about Latte.
Because I'm an island boy. No, but
I'm worried.
I lived in Alaska for 2 years. I'm fine. I lived in Alaska.
Oh, there you're good. You know what I want?
The only thing I am worried about, though, is that Stanker made me join him on the stupid fucking journey where I'm starving because I haven't eaten all day in 24 hours. Yeah. But I've lost like 20-something pounds. So I've lost my installation. I had a lot. I was ready to go, and I've lost it all now. Isn't it good?
Those jackets we were talking about earlier, we are golden, dude.
Oh, insulated. I'm good.
We are golden. Good. That's the same shit that got inside the fucking snowboarding shit, dude. You won't even feel it.
You got yourself a puffer? You good?
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I got a puffer. It came with a pog.
Puffer and a pog.
Yeah, a puffer and a pog, baby.
We're going to Green Bay, boys. Fuck yeah.
Let's go. Hey, I don't know what our show schedule is going to be like, folks. We might just do a show on Wednesday to preview the upcoming game, or we might do a show from an airport on Thursday. Who knows? Maybe from the airplane.
Fuck you, Sammer.
Who knows?
Fuck you.
Maybe we'll figure it out.
Fuck you.
Stank, did you see the flight home? What time you got to wake up?
Fuck you.
Hey, I don't care. I'm like, be a Sammer the same way. Like, bitch, I'm back home by noon. Yes.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm trying to get another day in. I ain't trying to fucking go home at 9 o'clock at night.
9 o'clock, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah. Stank's trying to stay away because he's got an old ornery grandchild at home that's waiting for his breast.
We're gonna
he's
vlog,
trying to waste time.
We're gonna vlog all of this for you guys, and we'll be live, and we're gonna go on Twitter, and we're gonna let you know. But Sammer, just so you guys know, all you guys are good. Sammer, we did an incredible job. Everybody got your lower bowl tickets today. I think all the emails went out. The fucking giveaway is stupid. It's insane. You guys have no idea the guests we have. Like, this is gonna be amazing. But Sammer can never book flights again. Like,
Ever.
He is fired.
Piece of shit.
We have 8 connections just to get to Green Bay.
No, we got one.
We're going goddamn to the West Coast. We're going to California for a fucking.
Hell yeah. Hey, it said, do you want to lay over in Germany or Atlanta? I say Germany. Take me to Germany before you bring me. Hey, boys, make sure you don't forget your passports so we can get a connected flight.
I'm coming with you, bro.
To Appleton.
I'm coming with you.
My flight home is at 6:30 in the morning.
Wait, that's a.m.?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. What am I?
And yes, be on the lookout for my newest podcast, Puffer and a Pog. It's going to be a great discussion. All right? Puffer and a Pog podcast. Make sure you guys subscribe. Hey, those of you who are new.
Hold on. We ain't in the show. What'd you just say, Will Martinez? Stank ain't going shoeless in Wisconsin?
No, he's going shoeless, folks. There's a tradition. I don't know. Those of you who have joined us know this.
Is that a challenge?
Watch me.
No. It's not a challenge. There is a tradition.
It is 6:30.
There's a tradition where Stank takes a barefoot photo, flicking off the camera in front of the stadium that we visit.
Yeah.
This is tradition. There's no way around it. He did it barefoot on the cement underneath the turf inside of that stupid fucking stadium in Dallas. Yeah, Jerry's World. All right. So, hey, Green Bay, Wisconsin.
On the streets of L.A. Ugh.
Snow ain't shit. Ain't shit. Stank, you didn't have nerves in your feet. You're fucking Fred Flintstone, dude.
It's Stank, just so you know, because I was talking to Sam earlier, and people in the chat, light his ass up for me, please, people in the chat. Stank, Sammer is questioning whether he wants to do the shirtless picture or not. I'm like, we are not we're not going all the way to fucking Lambeau Field. And we didn't choose this game for the frozen tundra, this bucket list fucking item.
Listen, I'm just saying.
Shut the fuck up. I'm talking.
Toes on the tundra.
Go full poppy can here. We're going to the frozen tundra.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be snow flurries in the air. And as it be as well, guys, we thought it was just going to be a bullshit game, not really important. It's a fucking playoff game. We get playoff football in Lambeau Field. In December, you have to get the fucking picture without the shirt on.
I'm just saying it's going to take me like 20 minutes to get undressed. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to have a lot of layers.
I don't care. It's got to happen, bro.
And who knows if Green Bay's going to let me bring my assistants in.
Shirtless.
You think Green Bay's going to let me bring in my staff?
Maybe. I don't know. You should put a poll up. Picture or no picture. Don't be a bitch, Sammer. You're not a bitch. You're a strong man.
I said I'm going to need about 20 minutes to get undressed.
We're getting this shirtless picture, bro. We have that has to
Susan, you're in charge of getting me undressed. Stank, don't touch me at all.
Don't touch me at all.
Dude, you touch any one of our nipples, they're falling off. You know that, right?
Oh, fuck.
That is dangerous nipples territory for all three of us. Very dangerous.
Look, B-Shuck, you guys got to. Hey, how many crazy motherfuckers are going to join us in this fucking shirtless picture, baby? I know I got B-Shuck. Oh, my God. Can you imagine? All of us?
B-Shuck has a bad back. You throw some cold on that bitch, he might not make it home. We can't do that.
Hey, plus is taking his shirt off, too. Let's go.
All
right, hey, B-Shuck, you're going to have to sign a waiver. I'm just telling you right now. I'm not getting sued, okay? Because we made you take your shirt off. I'm not part of this. No shirtless pic, weirdo. Keep the shirts on, says Mudfish Matt. You know what? Fuck you, Mudfish. I hope you never subscribe to my Puffer and a Pog podcast, bitch.
Plus says his friends want him to do body paint. Plus, I said a shirtless picture. Don't do that. That's pneumonia, bro.
Zach says, I'm not allowed to take my shirt off in public. Yeah, if any one of the people we know has birdcage, it's gonna be Bucs by 30.
Zach's got no chest.
Yeah, he's got birdcage chest going on for sure.
I think Jaden might, look a little. I've been.
Jaden looks a little swole.
I listen to fucking Sammer, bro. I got him doing push-ups and sit-ups every night. He's got a little routine going on. It's fucking.
Hey, but listen, major key though here. All right, when you get him to do push-ups and sit-ups, are you yelling at him while he's doing them or not?
Absolutely.
Yell negative thoughts at him.
100%, dude. And he
not a single
he tries
positive
to
reinforcement.
yell back, but when he yells, he ends up screaming. Singing. It's really weird. He's trying to be mad at me, like I got no place to go, but it's
you get 1 inch from his nose, and you just fucking yell negativity. You can't do another one. You're fucking weak. You have no fucking body mass. No, look at you. You're a fucking whip. Just nonstop, dude. Watch the results. It's unreal. Watch the results.
Hey, Will Martinez says, damn, December put you guys on Allegiant or Spirit. That's why he can't book our...
No, we're on Delta, motherfuckers. All right?
Our first trip to LA, this motherfucker booked us on Spirit. We spent more money on fucking chicken bags.
You know why? Stank wanted to go Spirit. He said, I want to go Spirit. I don't care. I don't... Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He picked the flight. I had you guys going on Delta. I'm going private.
Jurassic Park. Spare no expense. He doesn't care.
Listen. I wanted you guys to do this in person, but I'm going to tell you now. All right. I didn't tell you guys this.
Oh boy.
I booked you guys regular. I'm in first class. Just an FYI. Just an FYI. I can't go normal. All right. You guys know that. You guys know that.
I promise you, bro. I'm gonna stick TSA on you, dude. It's happening.
I've already gone to. I have to go to TSA every single day this week before the actual flight. You know that, right? That's the only way I'm allowed on these regular flights.
Hey, you're gonna find me going viral and pointing at him in the back of the plane, Snake. That motherfucker back there isn't real.
Hey,
I'm going viral like that fucking girl.
You try me, bitch. I'll say one word in Arabic directed at you. They're gonna look at you and be like, "That's definitely his fucking brother."
Code word.
Look at that guy's his brother. They're gonna look at Stank. They're not gonna look at Stank and even bat an eye, dude. He's fine.
Went first class too. What the fuck?
B-Shuck, I'm only traveling with you from now on.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes. If you can help us with our arrangements.
No, I don't want to go with you. I want to go with B-Shuck every single time.
What the fuck?
Stank. Listen, I gave Latte the emergency exit seats. Right, he's got the window. He's got a seat next to him. No problem. I got him an extra, seat. I got him an extra flight or a ticket, basically. Stank. The only seats available for you. Unfortunately, we're back by the commode. So, just
good news.
Apologies ahead of time. But hey,
you're an old
go
man.
piss.
Got to pee. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Last time I was in the airport with you, you took about 13 pisses during a fucking 2-hour wait. So I'm extremely happy to announce that you will be closest to the bathroom. Stank, are you okay? Stank.
He's not okay.
You're gonna be closest to the bathroom.
Fuck yeah.
I made sure of that.
Hell yeah, bro. I gotta pee every 20 minutes, bro. You know me.
Hell yeah. All right, so I'm in first class. Latte's got emergency exit. You're all the way in the back. We're set. As long as we don't get a pregame speech by the head coach of the Buffalo Bills, I think we're good.
I think we're going to be fine.
I think we'll be good. We don't need that because we're spread out evenly across this flight.
Guys, 20 of you kind of left. Thank you for the 81 that are still rocking with us, just talking about absolute nonsense. There will be no show Thursday. We are going to be in the air to Green Bay Thursday. No show Thursday.
There's gonna be a lot of footage on Twitter though.
Twitter.
Yeah, I'm gonna post a lot of our little vlogs from the road. So hey, make sure you like and subscribe to my Twitter, guys. Right there under this, that's where you go.
Hey, those of you who have been here,
make
sure you smash the like button and leave us a comment. And I don't know what the comment is. Leave whatever comment you want. For those of you who are listening to us, make sure you leave us a rating on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, or Amazon. And for those of you who are new and have somehow survived the entirety of this podcast, make sure you hit that subscribe button because I know deep down inside, you fucking love us now.
Yeah.
You love us. You love the shenanigans. You love that we beat up on the white guy the entire time, and he might be autistic. No offense to the autistic community. But
rude and racist.
Hey, we're going to see you guys on Wednesday probably.
The most beautiful Dominican is on here as well. I mean, this...
you're hotter than the female Dominicans that I've come across. All right, like I need you to understand when I say the most beautiful Dominican, it's across all
Dominican
genders.
That I fuck.
No, he's definitely hotter than your wife.
I'm gonna tell my wife you said that.
Tell her. What's she gonna do? Send you on? You're already.
I'm gonna go watch the Packers now.
And speaking of the Packers,
I gotta go break down
film study.
I gotta break it down.
I hope the Packers win. I'm gonna be scouting them right now. I'm gonna send my notes to Dave Canales, and he's probably gonna get him in the facts in a few months, and then it won't be used at all, so it doesn't matter. Anyways, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you guys Wednesday. Go Bucs!
Bye.